Am I the asshole for bringing up my brother's premature birth at Christmas dinner to get my parents to shut up? I am a nurse practitioner and I am the primary care provider for a lot of the low-risk maternity cases at the practice where I work. I also work hand in hand with the doctors and midwives to create a healthy maternity, birth, and postpartum situation. My fiancée is completing her residency. We live together and have for a few years now. We aren't in any hurry to get married. We originally had plans to do so a couple of years ago, but then we got really busy for 2 years. It is driving my very religious parents crazy that their youngest son is living in sin. I don't really care. I'm an adult and I do what I want. We are getting married in June. So we are visiting my parents for Christmas. The way it came together this year, everyone is at my parents' house. So that's my folks, my 3 siblings, myself and fiancé, and 7 grandchildren. So 17 people. At dinner my mom starts going on about how she is so glad that we are finally getting married and she won't be embarrassed at church anymore. And my dad says how proud he is of his 3 older kids who all either waited to get married before moving in together or got married right away after moving in together. My fiancé was getting embarrassed and I was getting mad over this stupid argument we have had too many times. And a family dinner was the last straw. I have asked them repeatedly to just accept that they cannot control how I live my life. I refuse to stay with them when I visit even if I come alone. Hotels are just easier. So I started talking about a premature baby I had been reading about. It was almost 3 months premature and weighed about 1.6 pounds. It was super strong and healthy for being born so little, and the NICU had high hopes for the baby doing well. My mom and dad both got deer in the headlights looks on their faces. Too bad. Should not have fucked around with my fiancé's feelings. So I asked about my oldest brother. He was born almost 4 months premature. Is there a chance that we could check out the family album where we keep all the records of family births and stuff? I already know my brother was over 9 pounds and almost 23 long when he was born. My grandmother told me all about it the first time my parents tried to shame me. The subject gets changed very fast. After supper my parents told me that I should not try to embarrass them with private things that are not my concern. I told them that if I heard anything about my living arrangements ever again for the rest of my life, I would make sure to keep bringing up the fact that my mom was in her 2nd trimester when they got married. My parents are mad at me for telling them how to behave in their own home. But my fiancé is happy that they seem to be off the subject for good. Am I the asshole? Not the asshole. That was beautifully handled. You didn't call them out and embarrass them. But you stood your ground. I did laugh out loud when you said where you got your blackmail information. Grandma had that in her pocket for a long time, I'm guessing. Congratulations on your upcoming wedding. Team Grandma, she had that in the chamber because she was tired of hypocrites. You handled that perfectly. Not the asshole, op. You asked politely. They persisted in their vocal rudeness. You had to take a stronger measure. You did it with finesse, which got your point across and achieved your goal, which seems almost a Christmas miracle given their hypocrisy and lack of manners and self-awareness. Thanks to Grandma, your parents got run over by the reindeer of truth at Christmas dinner. Hallelujah. Remember that first baby can come anytime after marriage, the rest take 9 months. It's a saying generally in relation to births like your brother where a very big and healthy premature baby is born shortly after marriage. No one is fooled, they are just polite enough to not mention anything. We have a family Bible that has marriage birth-death records dating back to the 1700s. There's 2 entries that are about 5 months apart in the 1840s, a marriage and a birth, with the note. So big and strong, for one born so early. Great-great-great-grandma was throwing some shade with that one. A story from one of my history professors. There was some historical research done by some naive academics who wanted to know how and why premature babies were able to survive so often before modern medicine. Until they were told flat out that the babies weren't premature at all and that the bride was pregnant at the wedding. NTA. My Grammy used to say, the first baby, after marriage, can come anytime, the second one always takes 9 months. Next time they give you guys grief, discuss how comfortable the back seat of your dad's old car was. My grandmother was convinced that the first baby only takes 7 months. My uncle and his wife welcomed their first daughter 7 months after their wedding. How convenient. Grandma knows it too. They forced her to change her subject and then personally warned her that if she behaved badly in her future, she could deal with the consequences. NTA, they deserved that for their hypochristianity. NTA, I absolutely love this. My own judgy grandmother pretended to be oh so moral, in the old-fashioned sense. My father accidentally revealed that she was pregnant when she got married to my grandfather. That was incorrect, she wasn't pregnant at all. My oldest uncle was about 7 months old when they got married, Lamau. And why they couldn't get married sooner? My grandfather had to get divorced from his first wife first. It's often the people with most things to hide who enjoy judging others for things that are none of their business. I was absolutely lost when you said his size and weight at 4 months premature, then I had a ding, 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 shining light on the road to Damascus moment and very much laughed as I realized what you'd done. Well played indeed. NTA. I do hope you give your grandmother a big hug on a regular basis if she's still with us. Because that is comedy gold. NTA. If your parents keep fucking around, lift off and nuke the site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. They know that's the plan. It's appallingly rude for both parents to state these things at a family dinner with your fiancé and 14 other people. I do hope they are sitting at home pondering how embarrassed at church they are going to be if they don't cease and desist all related hypocritical discussions. Knowledge is power. Well done, you and your grandmother. I upload new videos to my channel every day, so make sure to like and subscribe if you don't want to miss out. Additionally, check out my channel if you want to see more videos like the one you just watched.